Hey guys, this is Jaime Ross. Wanted to come to you briefly just to give you a little bit of an update on what's happening in the North Mississippi real estate market, specifically in Desoto County. So in the month of June 2022, what we found was 538 new listings hit the market during the month of June. We closed out 343 sales in the month of June. Now check out these average list price numbers. In June, our average list price was $371,000 in DeSoto County. That's kind of mind-blowing. Our closed average sales price was $321,000. Now, I get a lot of questions about that. Like, what's the correlation between your list price and your closed price? Well, there is some correlation, but really there's not, because we're listing more homes, and so there's more opportunity for buyers. There's more houses on the market. There's more inventory to choose from. And what we're seeing when we go back and compare to maybe like a year ago, we're going to see that there's a lot more expensive homes getting listed. That's for two things: because we're A, building bigger homes in DeSoto County, and B, home values have risen significantly over the last year. So let's just jump back real quick and let's look at what happened in June 2021. In DeSoto County. So June 21 in DeSoto County, there was 343 new listings. So remember, I said in 22, we had 538. That's a difference of 195 listings. So the inventory has gone up. Also, back in 21, in June, our average list price was $275, almost $100,000 jump in 1 year. In June of 21, we closed out 325 houses at an average price of $279,000. And remember, in 22, we closed out 341 at an average of $321. So while we're still selling about the same amount from 1 year ago to today, buyers are seeing a little bit more options in the market, a little bit more inventory. So that and rumor and just people not really sure how to interpret what's happening in the market with days on market. Our average days on market in 21 in June for those sold listings was about 11 and a half days. This year in June, our average day on market was 13. So we have trickled up about a day and a half. That's not really that much considering we have so much more inventory. Okay, so what does that mean if you're a buyer in the market today? It means you have more homes to choose from, more houses to look at. With you having a few more houses to look at, just a couple extra days of days on market, we're finding that you just have some choices. So you have time to kind of think about if this is the home that you want to make an offer for. You still may end up in multiple offers, but it just may not happen in the first 5 minutes of the house being on the market. Sellers. What's that mean for sellers? Homes are still selling, and they're selling for more money than they were a year ago. And from a year before that, those were selling for more. So here in DeSoto County, it's a thriving real estate market. Homes are still going up in value. So some economists are projecting that the growth pattern for home sales will slow down a little bit. They're not going to continue to grow at 18, 17, 20% every year. We're going to start seeing some levelizing in the market. So it's still a good, healthy growth for sellers, and for buyers, it's a good opportunity. It's a good time to start getting into the market. But let me address the elephant in the room. A lot of people are fearful of what's going on with the interest rates. We've been spoiled for a couple of years with very low interest rates. And now we're kind of moving back into interest rates that we were seeing 4, 5, 6 years ago. They're still not terrible interest rates. And let's talk about the fact that interest rates are variables. It's something that is the interest rate until you choose it not to be the interest rate. So you can refinance at any time. So if interest rates go down in 2 years, guess what? Values are still inclining. Now you can refinance the home because you got equity in it, and get a better rate, and it'll reduce your payment, and you'll be happy because you're in a lower rate. The other thing is what's happened with interest rates is it's made some people fearful, and they've just backed out of the market. And some people, especially I'm seeing people who are under, in around the $350,000, $400,000 price range. So if that's you, you might want to pay attention, and you might want to consider getting back into the market, because a lot of those people have come out, have left and said, I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to wait till rates get a little lower. I'll wait till we have a little more inventory. I don't want to compete like I have for the last year. And so now I'm seeing some of those buyers come back in, and we're getting them houses. For people who we struggled over the last year or so to get them a home, I've gotten several of those people under contract in the last couple of weeks because they were patient. They came back in and they said, hey, I'm going to take the risk on interest because I know it's a variable. I can refinance it later, and I'm going to deal with it so I can get the house now, because prices are still going to go up. So I want to get a house at today's prices, not tomorrow's, and then I'm going to deal with interest rate later. I'm just going to refinance it at another time. You may still have questions, and if you do, don't hesitate to reach out. Days, nights, or weekends, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me a message. I'm here to answer your questions.